Alright, today we're doing day in the life of a digital nomad. It's not always so cool. $6:35. Showered, made the bed, brushed my teeth, got dressed, did all that good stuff. Yeah, so today we're gonna do day in the life of a digital nomad, like I was saying. A lot of channels make it seem pretty glamorous. And even the videos where they talk about where it's not so glamorous, still looks pretty dang glamorous. So, just like every other video on this channel, we're gonna do a real review, a real view into to what it's like. You'll be able to see why somebody like me or other people sacrifice so much of their life to be able to wake up in another part of the world every day. Why you sleep in some terrible Airbnb, right? Covered with mosquitoes and all the other stuff. Let's enjoy breakfast together. My $7 protein shake, because I'm on an island. Oh yeah, I'm in Puerto Rico, by the way. So everything is more expensive. Breakfast. So yeah, the inspiration of this was basically every time I tell somebody what I do or a little bit about me, or like, you meet somebody out somewhere, like, oh, how long are you staying here for, right? Because they're traveling. Also, when you tell them, they always, morning sir, always tell you, oh, that's my dream life. Oh, I want to do that. And I try to explain to them, it's really not your dream life. You saw it on YouTube or on TikTok, and it seemed pretty cool, but you give up a lot when you're a digital nomad. My co-working space, which a lot of people don't even do, but I do. I've got way too many laptops and stuff to work at a coffee shop. So, like, I have to get a digital nomad space where I go. Luckily, those things are basically everywhere now. I can always find a co-working space. But yeah, now I have to walk there, and I don't have a car, right? So you got a couple options. You could rent a car, you could Uber literally everywhere, or public transport. Puerto Rico, public transport doesn't exist, like many other parts of the world. So, we're walking. We're gonna get some coffee along the way. At least now we made it to the co-working space. Dang it, someone took my favorite seat. Not super pumped on it. So yeah, I think most digital nomads have multiple things that they're pursuing. Dang, that guy must have stayed the night here. Either that or he just leaves his computer here. Because I was here late last night and that was his exact setup. Anyway, I think most people have more than one thing they're pursuing. One job, two jobs, a YouTube channel, and another business I'm starting. So, I'm carrying, probably 15 pounds worth of stuff in this crappy book bag everywhere I go. Why? Because I get to wake up every day and decide where I'm gonna live. And now we're gonna walk across the street, we're gonna have a coffee. I'm actually gonna bring my laptop. Yeah, so it is 10:30. It's 9:30 Eastern time, which is the time zone I work in. So, we've been at it for 4 hours now. Not as glamorous as you think, right? It's not all waterfalls and hiking trips and beach resorts. We actually got to work. But yeah, almost lunchtime. About halfway through the day. Keep on going. 1:19 in the afternoon. I just got lunch and got off. I think I have one more work call. So I hope that this short video is at least showing you that while, yes, you get to do cool things and see new places, it's still a job. Like, you still have work to do. There's not, rainbows and waterfalls every day. Everybody wants it. And then I feel like when they see videos like this, I hope that it shows them the reality of working remotely from other countries. And when I get back to the hotel, I will also show you kind of how you pack, like how I have to pack to be able to live this lifestyle. It's not for the weak. It's not super easy. So get in here and do my last call, and then get ready to go to the gym. How are you? Yeah, it's been a long day. I think I got in here at like, I don't know, I'll probably put it in the video, but I think it was like 7. So that's a pretty typical day for me. Try to get to work, get on the computer by 7. Okay, all packed up and heading back home. Another, I think it's like a half a mile or 0.9 or something like that. Another nice hot walk. So yeah, you can make your determination. You think that you could be a digital nomad? Do you think that you could walk everywhere, or would you have to take an Uber? If you're going to take an Uber, you know, you're going to spend hundreds of dollars a month. And like I was saying this morning, a lot of places don't have Ubers, right? So then you're stuck taking a taxi, which is even more expensive. And you're not from that area, so they're going to rip you off. I would say 9 times out of 10, most people are going to just walk, especially in a place that doesn't have any public transportation. So yeah, that's, you know, hopefully that comes across in this little video. I know it's short and the distance really isn't that long, but, you know, with 3 laptops, or if you're one of those people that likes to have external monitors, I think a more realistic setup is a laptop and maybe an external monitor and your keyboard or something like that. You know, all that stuff starts to weigh you down. Any snacks you want to bring with you to the coffee shop or whatever, you know, all that stuff kind of starts weighing your bag down, right? Right now it is November here in Puerto Rico, and it's about 90 degrees outside, 70% humidity. So you're hot and you're sweaty everywhere that you're walking. So you really give up a lot of comforts to get some joys. And I don't know that everybody's necessarily willing to do that. I know everybody wants that in their head. Then, you know, when push comes to shove and you have to leave your car at home and cross the busy street, it's a different story. So now we're about back at the Airbnb. So now I get to get changed out of what I wore to the office into gym clothes. Guess how we're getting to the gym? Going right back to where we just came from. So you have to make little trade-offs. I could have packed extra clothes and my gym stuff in my bag today, but then I would have had to have walked with even more weight and then leave my laptops, you know, in the locker room at the gym or what have you. So instead, we're gonna end up walking probably close to 3 or 4 miles between the office and back, and then the gym and back. And tonight's a weird night, so I actually have to go to the gym, come back here, and then I have to get one laptop and then go back to the co-working space because I have a language lesson tonight. I take a language lesson in my own time. So yeah, we're gonna be looking at like 4 to 6 miles today, something like that. Anyway, that's enough of me. Okay, it is 6:03. Now it's time to go learn Russian. All right, so yeah, now it's 6, so now I gotta walk all the way back again. Yeah, to get ready for my class. And you might ask, why are you not just taking the class in the Airbnb? Well, because this Airbnb's Wi-Fi is terrible. You know, that's what you get when you swing the Airbnb bat. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So this time we lost. So unfortunately, I have to go to the shared workspace. I don't know how much you're gonna see of me, because this is dark. Just dropped my stuff off at the shared workspace. I've got class in 30 minutes. Now I need to find something to eat. Again, my Airbnb doesn't have a kitchen. So, yeah, it's like prepared like salads or food that I get somewhere else, right? And that's one of those things that you have to think about. You can't always pick the perfect Airbnb. So not only does it not have good Wi-Fi, it doesn't have a kitchen. So whenever you are a digital nomad and don't have a house, you're kind of stuck sometimes, and you just have to learn to adapt. So I'm glad that I'm actually making this video in a bad time. Like now it's not one of those perfect situations. So you get to see what it's like when you have to adapt. I know this isn't going to be the case for everybody that's a digital nomad, but this is my reality. So if you have a similar situation, this could be your reality. Something to think about. Okay, have to run in all over town. We have a few minutes until not the worst, certainly not the best, but now we have to shove this in our face before we go to class. And those of you that actually know me personally, I've been doing this a while, even at home, but this lifestyle is not for everybody. Especially if you're like a busy, entrepreneurial type of person, and you got a lot of different interests and priorities in your life. It's hard to live like this. And I'm gonna take a 2-hour class, and we're gonna go home. Now, we have to pack up and walk all the way back to the Airbnb. Awesome. All right, well, I got a little late. I figured I'd talk to you. So yeah, 9:30. Then we're gonna walk about, I think it's like 0.7 miles. I don't remember what I told you earlier, but, and we shower, and we go to sleep and wake up and do this all over again tomorrow. Except for there won't be a class tomorrow night. Instead, it will be working on one of my other projects, right? Whether it's this channel or the other business I've started, or, what have you. It just depends on the day. And as promised, when I do get back to this this Airbnb, I'm going to show you briefly what my travel setup is as far as bags go. And this is going to be probably my only video where I ever really get into the travel setup and actually talking about being a digital nomad. Tomorrow I'm going to my long-term Airbnb here in Puerto Rico. I don't remember if I described the situation as to why I ended up in this one or not, but I ended up in a different one for a short period of time. So tomorrow I pack up the bags and walk across town to my other one. I might Uber depending on how far it is. Yeah, but when you're in this situation, you realize, like, one, if you did Uber everywhere, you would spend a ton of money. And so, like, you start to be like, oh, I don't need to spend $12 to go a half a mile or whatever it is, right? You just walk. I just hope that people will actually watch this video and realize that traveling full-time or not really having a home isn't all that great. I happen to love it, but I'm a psychopath. Most people are not going to love this. They love the comforts of their home. It's like those van life videos that you see. I have stayed in an RV for an extended period of time. An RV, a big one, not a van. And I know how much trouble comes with that. You don't ever see that on those videos. These lifestyles are give and takes. People choose to go through the pain of them to get the reward that they're seeking. And I feel like a lot of that gets left out of the videos because people are trying to show you beautiful stuff for Instagram and TikTok. But if you've watched this channel long enough, you know that I don't really show beautiful anything. I just always tell it like it is. I don't really make beautiful edited videos, raw videos. Right? So, it came up this week about the whole digital nomad thing. I want to say here in Puerto Rico, maybe because there's more Americans here than where I normally travel. Yeah, I think this week maybe 4 or 5 times someone told me like, oh, that's what I want to do. That's my dream. That's literally my dream life. And I always try to tell them, no, it's not. It's cool, but you get to go home on Monday. This is my home, right? yeah, so if you're thinking about being a digital nomad, you know, I'm not trying to ruin your parade. Do it if you actually want to, but realize that there's pros and cons to everything in this world. Traveling full-time definitely has a bunch of cons. So that being said, I'm gonna put the camera down. Let's go to the Airbnb. The digital nomad video so I can show you guys my stuff. This is what I travel with. 2 book bags. Yes, it sucks to have 2 book bags, but unfortunately I have 3 laptops that I have to carry around, so I have to have a separate book bag for it. Let me get this unpacked and then we'll see what's in it. Okay, this is literally my entire life put out on a bed. So this half right here goes into this bag. It's 3 laptops and all the accessories, chargers, power banks, tech pouch. This is something that I highly recommend if you travel all the time. A packable book bag. Even if this thing is stuffed to the max, I can still fit this in there. Random cash from all over. International driver's license. My passport and driver's license are in this. My toiletry bag with shampoo, like little toothbrush, all that kind of stuff. This is not always with me, but I am in Puerto Rico and I burn very easy, so I got this. Little notebook. This is credit cards, spare cards that just go in there. This is all of my clothes minus what I'm wearing. 2 pairs of pants, maybe 4 or 5 shirts, and I bring a couple of pairs of gym shorts. That's my camera bag, so all my camera stuff goes into there. And then my sleep apnea equipment, because yes, I have sleep apnea. So yeah, that's it. I know everybody says they want to be a digital nomad, and they say that they want to travel the world and do all these things. It's not that easy. This is literally all that I own. That's not true. I have a car that's parked in a storage unit in Atlanta. And in that car, there's like some hoodies and random little bits of my life. But like, I don't have a storage unit or a house or anything like that right now. And I have some stuff in Bulgaria. Like, I have another laptop and some of my clothes and stuff in Bulgaria. But other than that, this is what I have. This is my entire life. Every single piece that you see here is extremely valuable to me, whether it's even a notepad that I can write something on, or the skincare products that I use, the power bank. Yeah, this stuff has all been kind of tested, and I have gone through quite a number of things, whether it's different tech pouches. I can't tell you how many different pouches I've bought over the years. Book bags, I can't tell you how many of those I've been through. Even like travel book bags, how many of those I've been through. And I've settled on this one. Do I think this is the best travel book bag in the world? No, not at all. It's a great travel book bag, but it's not the end all be all. Okay guys, so that is the end of being a digital nomad. It's in 2 parts. I apologize, I didn't finish in my original Airbnb in San Juan. I didn't do that because the footage that I got there was absolutely terrible. I did originally do a video or an end to the video there, but it just came out like crap. So after looking at the footage, I said, let me put everything out on a bed and actually do it. I normally don't make videos like that, so I'm just trying something different, showing you guys what it takes to be a digital nomad. Subscribe for travel content.